unbecoming of a Charleston basketball team to have 0 offensive rebounds at half. You got to give William and Mary a lot of credit for that. Obviously, that's a big part of our scheme, is to attack the offensive glass. And, they did a good job of blocking us out. I think we could have gone after it and pursued it a little bit harder. But, we like to say all the time the cumulative effect of our crashing, of our attacking the offensive glass, eventually typically wears teams down, and I thought we did that. Mitch, Coach Johnson on our staff, kind of grades the rebounding, and he's kind of our rebounding coordinator, and he had us for 52% of our misses in the second half. So there was a big turnaround there, and we just keep going and going, and eventually we like to think we can wear people down and break them, and we did a better job of that in the second half. It wasn't the prettiest of games, but in conference play sometimes games are going to be that way, and you have to figure out a way to win and win ugly sometimes, and I thought we did that. I thought our defense carried us. We're known so much as a team that's so explosive offensively, and I think our defense really carried us tonight. Kobe Rogers was phenomenal defensively. Bryce didn't have his best offensive game, obviously, but I thought he was superb on the defensive end. James Scott had 4 blocks. He just does his job. Frankie made some big baskets down the stretch. Ante had 12 rebounds. It might have been an ugly type game, but it was a team win, and those are some of my favorite kind because so many guys contribute.
And with that being said, do you like the fact that when you can win an ugly game, that you don't have to play your best, but still pull out a conference win? Do you guys get a little confidence from that?
I think so. Good teams figure out a way, and you got to give William and Mary a lot of credit. I thought their game plan was really good, but yeah, good teams figure out a way. Late in the season, you see some upsets happen, and teams lose to teams that maybe they shouldn't. Luckily that didn't happen for us tonight because our guys just stayed consistent early on. We weren't guarding, and we have a mature team with great leadership that fixed some of the things that are broken, rebounding being one of them. And I just think, our defense willed us to a win tonight, which is great to see. And having, defense travels, right? We're going to go on the road, and we're going to play 2 really, really tough road games against 2 very good teams. And, we tell our guys all the time, when you pack your bags, you got to put 2 pair of defense in your bag, and we're going to need that. So it's good to see tonight. We have to fix some of our offensive things. Our guys put in so much time and so much work in the gym, whether it's shooting 3, shooting free throws. So I don't blink an eye about the outcome and the results. I know they're putting in the work. We'll step up and make free throws moving forward for sure.
2 weeks left. You got your sole possession of first place, 1 game up on everybody else. You kind of control your own destiny. Is that even talked about?
No. What I told the guys in the locker room is, it started on June 5th when they walked in the door and met each other for the first time. And the consistency of our work every single day, repetitions, practice, weight room, all we all talk about is the next thing. And I said, you guys have put yourself in a position to win a championship, but the only thing that matters is the next thing we do, and that's tomorrow's preparation for Delaware. Can't worry about the game after that, the game after that. It's so cliche, but it's not just 1 game at a time, it's 1 repetition at the time. It's tomorrow having a great film session. We're going to have to recover, right? We got to be careful what we do physically with our bodies because, it's going to be a quick turnaround. Right. Play Thursday and Saturday. So we got a team of pros, man. Like we're a very, very mature team. They're fun to be with every day in preparation. They don't get bored with the details. So that's all we got to worry about. I know you want a better answer than that, but it's just all we can control is the next thing. And if we just continue to do that, I feel really good about what the results and the outcome will be.
Is this where your depth really comes into play? 3 games in 6 days against 2 on the road, hoping that kind of can get you to that next.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons we do it. Right. You build depth by playing guys and giving guys minutes, and their confidence increases, and as that happens, they play well, and their roles increase. So we're going to need everybody, just like we needed everybody tonight. I thought we did an unbelievable job on number 21, who's one of the best shooters in the league, and Rain, chased him everywhere from the time he got off the bus. And then when Rain was exhausted, guys like Jordan Crawford went in. And I don't know what his line is, and it might not be that good. I don't know, but he gave us some really, really, really good possessions against him. And that's growth because, you know, Crawl will be the first to tell you last year he wasn't the guy, one of the guys that, man, I trust putting him on what we call a green guy. Green guy is no space. You cannot relax. They're running 400 actions for him in the game. And to be able to put a guy like Crawl on him and give us some really good minutes is exciting, and that's kind of what you're talking about. That you can put guys in big moments late in the season, and you can trust that they're going to execute.
Any reason to see Jay Fulton was in the starting lineup? Or?
Yeah, you know, he's dealing with an injury. He's battling through it. You know, we have an unbelievable medical staff. Katie's the healer, and Doc Sloan does an unbelievable job. I mean, he was like somewhere in the country, like out west or something, and you know, we called him, and he goes, I land at this time, I'm taking the red eye, I'll be there within 30 minutes, and he shows up and he's there that's just how he is, and that's how Katie is. So we'll have to see how he improves and get a lot of treatment over the next couple days, and we'll see how he responds.
Good deal.
Thanks, Pat. Congrats.
Thanks, Pat.
Safe travel.